So monopolistic competition is second market structure that we discuss. This is very close to perfect competition. However, there is some difference. The word monopolistic competition obviously tells us that this market structure borrows concepts from perfect competition, hence the word competition in it, and some of the aspects of monopoly, hence the word monopolistic in it. If we look at the characteristic, the first one is the same as that of perfect competition, that's the freedom of entry and exit. So even in monopolistic competition, there is a complete freedom of entry and exit. Uh, if anybody wants to become a seller, they can do so without any botheration, which results in large number of buyers and sellers, which again makes every seller negligibly small. The first difference between monopolistic competition and perfect competition is that in monopolistic competition, the products are differentiated. If you remember, the perfect competition products were identical. However, in monopolistic competition, the products are differentiated. So there are brands. Although products are close substitutes, they are not the same. They are differentiated. Now, when products are differentiated, it allows firms to set their own prices. For example, if there are various shampoo brands in the market, each shampoo brand can set a specific price of their product. And when firms are setting their own price because of the brand that they have made, they become price makers. Now, whenever firms become price makers, they face a downward sloping demand curve. Why? Because they can increase their sales by reducing the price. And if they increase the price of their products, the sales will reduce. So price making behavior explains this concept where we have a downward sloping demand curve. What is downward sloping demand curve? If price goes down, demand goes up, and vice versa. If you recall from previous discussions, whenever there is a downward sloping demand curve, average revenue is larger than marginal revenue, and marginal revenue is twice as steep as average revenue. Branding also allows firms to advertise their products. Therefore, advertisement is a differentiating characteristic of monopolistic competition when we compare monopolistic competition and perfect competition. Recall that in perfect competition, there were no brands, and because there were no brands, advertisement was not a possibility. Moving on, firms in monopolistic competition also aim at maximizing profit, which means that they continue to produce till marginal cost becomes equal to marginal revenue. So this point is the same as that of perfect competition. Both in perfect competition and monopolistic competition, firms aim at maximizing profits. Point number 8, a firm can make supernormal or subnormal profit in the short run, but normal profits only can be made in the long run. So the same exact point as it was in perfect competition. Supernormal or subnormal profits are possible only in the short run. In the long run, all the firms, the entire industry converges to the normal profit. And freedom of entry basically explains this. So this completes the characteristics of monopolistic competition.